minutes after the top of the 8 o'clock hour in the Central Time Zone. Greetings, good evening, how you doing? Welcome to Global Championship Wrestling's GCW Radio, live on this Tuesday night, February 23rd, getting ready for the home stretch as we are headed toward Pell City, Alabama this coming Saturday night. Live from Studio 1, the Magic City Motor Mouth, Fast Study Layne. Live from Maddog's House of Pain, the man himself, Maddog, Dan Sawyer. Greetings, my friend.
Hey, I'm over here, and on GCW, we don't use fake blood when we beat somebody's ass. I just want to say that.
Even when you pound him in the nose 35 times.
That was the biggest slap. I'm glad Shane O'Mac made it back.
Oh, hell yeah.
To WWE last night. But when you do that and a fan films fake blood being handed by Byron Saxton, you got problems.
Yeah, you do. And live from Bohemian Grove, glad to have him back with us this week, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis.
I just want to say thank you to, I believe it's IFGP, the music talent agency, the agency for many musicians, for the flag that I received on my theme song that I don't even use anymore. And my YouTube is back up, thank God.
Glad to hear it. Also, don't forget, youtube.com/GCW Pro Wrestling, branding in place. Same way with the majority of the sites up and down the GCW network on social media, whether it be GCWPro.com, MySpace.com/GCW Pro Wrestling. Same with Facebook, same with Twitter, same with Instagram. That's the easy way to find us. We do have a second Facebook fan page that was originally a friends page, Facebook.com/GCW Pro. You can catch both of them. We run identical content on both of them. Gentlemen, the home stretch is here. Round one of the 2016 JYD Memorial Tag Team Tournament. First off, Maddog, you are all the way knee-deep in it this coming Saturday night, brother. Mad Justice in the house with you and Leon the Bull Stresser.
Well, before we get on to that, Kanye, I hope you choke or have a stroke. Just thought I'd get that on out there since it's still Black History Month.
Well, by the same token, I just wish
that's back to wrestling.
And I wish the mothership would pick him up.
Yeah, they would throw him right back. They would throw him back. He's like a drumfish in Gunnersville Lake.
Oh.
They would throw him back. Did you know blacks actually eat those? So that's kind of weird. Anyway, 2016 Junkyard Dog Tag Team Tournament. 16 years of prestigiousness. It's coming down this week. Well, Bob sent the brackets. You got them sitting right there on the terminal.
Yes, I do. Right here on Monitor 4.
Monitor 4 says, Circle of Disrespect, King of Pro Wrestling, Francisco Ciatso, Simon Says, and Leon the Bull. Well, Leon the Bull and Maddog's taking on these fellas, there's been some retribution, I guess you can say, that needed to happen with the Bull and these two. It would go back in time with security footage showing that the Bull got beat up bringing me a package a few years ago at Christmas. Everybody thinks that they seem to forget things, but just like an elephant, the Bull has not forgotten what has happened to him. And then he was put on the shelf again by the Brotherhood with a rotator cuff. Now, this guy really had a legitimate rotator cuff surgery, and he was hurting after the last time he wrestled the Brotherhood. So here we are, got to get a chance to be World Tag Team Champions. And we've got to face these guys, the Circle of Disrespect. And they're amazing talent. Heck, Francisco Ciatso just won another world title. And I say that almost like when Forrest Gump said, I got to meet the president again. I mean, this guy has been champion Rampage, IWF, GCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, USWA, USA Wrestling. I mean, Francisco Ciatso is an amazing wrestler. And we faced each other before. But one thing, I have never faced Francisco and Simon Says. The time that I wrestled against Francisco, it was with Mike Cruz. And I don't remember why, but I have had these guys on my team before in Global Warfare last year. So, you know, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Been on both sides of this coin. But, I don't know, Wick, what do you think? I mean, I know that you know I have this fire and desire, and I've been hitting the gym and got new gear, got a new attitude. Against my wife's wishes, as I hear from across the room. Yeah. I mean, if we're having a shoot fest here, I mean, might as well throw it all out there, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
That would make
you didn't know he was going to get inquiring minds want to know.
That would make you the good, Wick the bad, and me the ugly, right?
I was going to take the ugly, but, you know, I think we've played every role in that, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I think we all do. Some more to others in perfection. But I do want to give Francisco a congratulations on winning the AIWF Heavyweight Championship. He joins, you know, a big array of talent that have won that, such as Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne, great wrestler. And, of course, Kyle Matthews. Kyle Matthews deservedly worked his ass off for that title. And then you have Chief, I forgot that guy's name.
Attaculla.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, Justin Overstreet, Maddog's favorite wrestler.
What did you just say about him?
Mute the mic. Mute the mic.
He did what?
Yeah, he's a former AIWF champion.
Well, that title don't mean jack squat then.
Actually, it's the AIW. Hold on, it's the AIWF America's title that Francisco holds.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Sorry. Way to go, Wick.
Well, that's okay. I'm booked for Wrestle America March the 5th, and I think I saw that little turd's picture on there.
Oh God!
You know, I if he even bats an eye at me, I will dot his eyes so fast. I'm knocking so flat he's gonna have to roll down his socks to take a fill in the blank. If Vince can drop an F-bomb on national TV at 8 o'clock,
please don't.
7:30, 7:10, whatever it was.
7:23. I was doing post.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't say it. So I'll say it in Spanish. Mierda. That's for the educated. You understand what I'm saying there? So.
I just prefer to say El Toro Pupu.
I swear to God, give anybody a belt. Because you know what I always love about guys like him? I work at a gym. If you told me you didn't work out, I would believe you. You know, I mean, just say it like it is. And before we give Wick's opinion, I took the bull to the gym, and he's actually been working out, dude. And I mean, the physical therapy he had to do was, you know, hard on him, trying to get that arm moving.
Right.
But I called him this morning and said, dude, I know your legs are hurting because mine are. We did the kettlebell hell.
Ouch.
CrossFit workout, yeah. But, I mean, we did a full body workout, but we added that to it. And because my legs are kind of rubbery, I said, don't hit them anymore till after Saturday. We're going to need everything we got.
Well, Leon has officially now been in the business. You can tell that he is now really becoming a worker by the simple fact that he is now on his third tag team. So congratulations, Leon. I think you keep the medal.
He changed his partners quicker than Pat Patterson, and that is saying something.
Tourney of GCW. Just switching them out, boy. Bam, 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 bam. Come on, Pat
We're
Patterson.
shooting over here. We told you.
Oh, Lord.
Rapid fire.
Normally it's Wick that's in burial mode.
Man, you back in the ring. This is going to be a sight. Ladies and gentlemen, you hear it, Maddog stepping back in the ring. But, you're not going up against Johnny Swinger. You're going up against Circle of Disrespect, sir.
I know. There's a whole different ball of wax there.
Maybe you can call in Stevie Armstrong.
What's that?
I said maybe you can call in Stevie. Maybe we can get in touch with Bullet Bob. Let's send Stevie down here.
Yeah, I'm going to put him in my place. Be like the $1 Million Man. Will you wrestle him for me tonight?
That would be hilarious.
I'm gonna
get that reference.
I'm gonna need therapy before this night is over with. But I will say it like this. Now, y'all were dropping bombs about it a second ago, and thank you for keeping it #HellDamnAss. But by the same token, the man Maddog, who is one half of the tag team that you will be facing this Saturday night in Pell City, Alabama, at the Pell City Civic Center in round 1 of the JYD Memorial. He is also the AIWF America's Champion, the King of the Southeast, Francisco Ciatso. Mr. Ciatso, welcome into GCW Radio.
How you doing, guys? #King of the Southeast, #Consigliere of the Road, #Underboss of Indie Wrestling, #Luke Bryan of the Indies, #Sabrine Slambito. Francisco Ciatso, you are damn right, the AIWF America's Champion, one half of the USWA Tag Team Champions, and soon to be one half of the JYD Invitational Tag Team Tournament. How you the boys doing tonight?
Did you mention #barbells and bar tabs?
Oh my God, how could I forget? #barbells and bar tabs, #buy merch, Circle of Disrespect, face slaps and spinal tap.
Man, I'm surprised you didn't give a shout out to the Queen, Simon Says over there, my sir.
Oh!
Whoa, that's stiff. That's stiff. Jesus, Stormy's got a lot better ass than Simon Says does. Come on now. And she gives a lot better hair massages, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
See, he's trying to keep it clean, everybody.
Yeah, karate chops are zombies. Don't forget that.
I karate chopped quite a few zombies there in Sonoya, Georgia this weekend, man. #Walking Dead AMC. Hopefully they're listening. They're probably not. But nonetheless, hey, Thor, shut up. I'm cooking some hamburgers. I got Squire Storm down from Messina, New York. It's going to be good times. The Royal Empire is back together for one time only. Back like the old days, we're going to be hitting the road, broken lines and broken dreams, one rolling bag away from stardom. Shooter Storm, better known as the Squire, is going to be hitting the road with the King of the Southeast, Francisco Ciatso, the Queen of the Southeast, Stormy Lee, and the Emerald Emperor of Professional Wrestling, Simon Says. And we are coming to GCW this weekend to raise hell, kick teeth, and chew bubblegum. And I think we're all out of bubblegum, boys.
Mr. Ciatso, got to throw this one out there. You are on the line with one half of the combination that you will be facing this coming Saturday night in round 1 of the JYD. It will be you and the Emerald Emperor, Simon Says, taking on the combination of Leon the Bull Stresser and the Mad Dog Dan Sawyer. Let me get your thoughts on this first round match.
You know, I've got all the respect in the world for Mad Dog Dan Sawyer. You know, the guy's been around for, 20 plus years. He was trained by the legendary Junkyard Dog himself. He's been both in the office, and on the other side in the ring, as a professional wrestler for probably the better part of the last, 15 years, as far as GCW is concerned, and, all throughout the Southeast. If I'm not mistaken, he's former Southeast heavyweight champion. He might even still be the Southeast heavyweight champion. I can't keep up with everything. Hell, I forgot what I had for breakfast. But as far as Leon the Bull Stresser, I've got no respect for him. He's nothing but a flat foot. And I slapped him in his face 365 days ago, and I plan on slapping him in his face on this Saturday night in Pell City, Alabama. He's a piece of garbage. From what I understand, I had actually left the building. He attacked somebody with that branding iron or whatever the hell they call that. What is that thing called that the cops carry around?
A taser. A taser.
Yeah. From what I understand, he used the taser on one of the boys, and I thought the blue line was supposed to be all about what's good in the world and protecting and serving, and the only thing he's protected and serving is Jimmy Bob's Buffet down in Talladega. He's nothing but a piece of garbage, and from what I understand, he just had Dr. Andrews repair his shoulder. If that's the injury he had, if not, it's probably tendonitis. But come this Saturday, I may break the shoulder again. I might break both his shoulders. I might break both his friggin' legs.
Now, Mad Dog, I've got to throw this one in your direction, knowing the fact that how much is Mad Dog, try it again, how much insight has Bull given you? Because remember, last year in the first round of the JYD Memorial, it was he and Dylan Cook that defeated the Circle of Disrespect. Has Bull been able to help you with pointers in that regard or some ideas?
Well, let's not forget that last year that Bull was like a can of soup. I made him bleed from one side of that ring to the other, him and Mr. Cookie. So, last year was last year. Like, we're not going to talk about the past. We're going to talk about the present, and then we're going to talk about the future. And, we don't take these guys lightly. They're fantastic wrestlers. They've held tag team gold more than any independent professional wrestling team known to man. Like I said, current USWA champions, they've held stuff. They've held gold everywhere. But they have not been tag team champions before in GCW. And that's the World Tag Team Championship that we're all competing for this week. And, I've been studying footage on my own. That's the great thing about the television product being on YouTube. Go back and look. But there's some elements that have changed. I mean, last year, they didn't have Stormy Lee in that corner. Ever since she's been with them, it's like the big brass ring. It's been high-quality winning matches everywhere. That includes Frankie independently. So, she's like the horseshoe for Hillbilly Jim, but better looking by a long shot. So she is a good luck charm, and, we know she's not afraid to get her hands dirty either. We've seen that with her in Makeup and Muscles, Veronica Fairchild. I mean, the two toughest ladies in professional wrestling today, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they pretty much manhandled Jessica and, Pandora, who's our current ladies champion. The last time they all tied it up, even though Stormy walked away with a bad neck after it was over with. I mean, wrestling is, a lot more legit than people sometimes give us credit for. So, I think it's going to be a great match, and everybody's going to have to come out and see. I mean, we can sit here and go back and forth and talk about what we're going to do to each other, but, we do have a certain amount of respect. As you said, I respect those guys. I've been in many locker rooms with them for All-Pro Championship Wrestling over in Douglasville, Georgia. We've been in the Rampage locker rooms together, and looking forward to some stuff with WrestleMerica this future. So, there is a mutual respect, but, hey, it's all business, and at the end of the day, sit back and enjoy a fine cigar and maybe a glass of brandy or something, whatever the king got part of the court that night.
Yeah, I was going to say, while we've got the Wicked Nemesis on the line and he's in that mode, I'm going to ask you, while you've got both Mad Dog and Francisco on the line, handicap this match from your perspective from the MOD.
Do not pull me into this crap. My name is Paul, and this is between y'all. I am neutral into this. I am Sweden in this. I respect both these gentlemen. Simon, yes, and Leon, yes. Stormy is the X factor. We'll leave it at that. But I want to say this: good luck to both you gentlemen. I have no dog in the fight for the first time in my entire career. I've been at GCW in the tag team tournament this year.
I realized that today. This is the first time. And speaking of handicapping, dude, you always have a team that comes out on top. You brought all kinds of variations of the sevenfold. You had the sevenfold Saints, but Unlucky Charms version 1 and 2.
At least we know.
You have the Midas touch when it becomes to tag team wrestling in the JYD tournament. So,
and 2 other tag teams before that too, sir. Like years before that, which I know some of these we would not drop on GCW Radio because they no longer work for the company. But Francisco, you seem to be very passe, very blasé about Leon. He accused you guys of being the ones to jump him a couple Christmases ago, as Dan said. What's going on?
Oh, we're plain and simple, man. Just like someone that's being accused of cheating nonstop. It's typically the person doing the accusing that's typically the biggest culprit. From what I understand, He orchestrated that entire event just to get his ass over because no one gave two craps about the guys. He orchestrated the entire jump. He orchestrated the lighting. He orchestrated the video editing. He orchestrated the entire thing because nobody gave a damn about Leon the Bull Stresser. Just like now, nobody gives a damn about Leon the Bull Stresser. The only reason why he's around is because people are trying to get out of their speeding tickets coming up I-20 West in Alabama. That's the only thing he's good for. And come this Saturday night, I'm going to end his career. And speaking of ending careers, since we're on that subject, since I'm on a roll, and since I like to talk, and since I like to hear myself talk, let's go ahead and talk about a guy that everyone's very familiar with, the Grand Design Clyde Braddock. Now, I know you, my friend, Wicked Nemesis. I've got all the respect in the world for you, and you're one of the best managerial minds of professional wrestling today. I don't necessarily agree with you standing next to a guy by the name of the Grand Design Clyde Braddock, but I understand why. You've got a lot of respect for him. You're a friend of his, and you followed him from when he first started in Global Championship Wrestling to now. Unfortunately, he barked up the wrong tree. He's tried to go head-to-head, mano-a-mano with the King of the Southeast, Francisco Ciatso, and whenever somebody tries to do that, the end result is always the same. It's me on top, and I like being on top. I like being in control. And the fact of the matter is that just because we're in the JYD Invitational Tag Team Tournament, don't think for 1 second that I've forgotten about the Grand Design Clyde Braddock. He wants to claim that I cost him his shot at the GCW World Heavyweight Championship. He wants to claim and pretend that he was at the level to get that belt around his waist. And you know what? He may very well be at some point in time. But what I did was give him a favor. I took him out of that match because I didn't want to see a guy like Clyde Braddock embarrass himself. I want the embarrassing to be on my end. I want to be the one to embarrass him in front of Wicked Nemesis. I want to be the one to embarrass him in front of the GCW fans. I want to be the one to embarrass him in front of the entire Southeast because I don't buy the Grand Design Clyde Braddock. Now, he was an incredible collegiate wrestling standout, and by far he's one of the toughest young up-and-coming competitors in the Southeast. Is he at the King of the Southeast level? Absolutely not. And this Saturday, I'm going to prove to everyone why the Circle of Disrespect is the best tag team in the Southeast. And over the next several months, I'm going to prove to you why the Grand Design Clyde Braddock is nothing but a flash in the pan. He's no blue chipper.
Well, see, you can tell that Francisco does a lot of crap radio shows because I was actually going to save that to the end because we were talking about this match. But since we want to jump right into character, let's go right ahead. First of all, I didn't want to bring it up because I also knew that you missed it because you left very quickly. I'm sure that Simon Sermon's fingernail polish needed to be blow-dried on the way out. Simon says whatever. Who cares? Who
Hey,
cares?
don't confuse those two. I'll straighten that out for you. There's a big difference. Big difference.
So Simon says, see, now you've killed my joke, but shut up. Let me go. You had your second, sir. Now, I know that you left it early for whatever reason. Maybe Stormy Lee's finger got stuck up the dog's ass. I don't know. Held him ass.
Hey,
but
easy with that.
Clyde was actually in the finals. Clyde was in the finals of that. And if you go back and watch GCW Season 5, Episode 2, which is up on GCW Pro Wrestling on YouTube right now, he had a pretty damn good match. It didn't really embarrass him. To me, it seemed like a testament to him that he would take such a blindsided shot from yourself. And big ups to America for being on her phone backstage and almost getting taken out. And she looked really, really funny. That was awesome to see her crap her pants. He did a phenomenal job and took that ass whooping from you, sir, and just went straight on and almost won. And dare I say, he's had a better match than most people who claim to be quote unquote workers. That match with him, with Saba, with Spiral, was a whole nother match all to its own. And him being on the road with you taught him a lot. It taught him a lot. And I thought it was great that you were sitting there, this guy that ended up becoming your mortal enemy. You helped train him. You helped prepare this man to be what he is today. You had almost as much hand in it as I did. Well, let's not be stupid now. But yeah, an amazing job, sir. So thank you, because you have mentally prepared this man to go and do exactly what he did, to take a blindsided shot from yourself and then go on and put on, dare I say, one of the best matches that you will ever see. And you cannot compare Francisco Ciatso and Clyde Braddock. You are a premier worker in this business as a whole, even some of the guys that are on national TV. You promote a show like no one other besides Eddie and myself.
Thank you.
Everyone knows where you are. Everyone knows. And here's the great thing about it, Francisco. You put asses in the seats. A lot of people claim to. You have a following. People see your name on the card and they go because they know they're going to be entertained. They're going to see a great professional wrestling match. But this is the JYD Memorial Tag Team Tournament. I've seen a lot of great workers and a lot of great wrestlers go and not do crap in this tournament, sir. The ball's in your court. Just as Spirals, that was his tournament to lose. Sir, I believe this is yours and Simon's tournament to lose. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's just my opinion. And don't be a maybe, be a definite forever forward. The Grand Design, Clyde Braddock.
You know, Wicked Nemesis, I applaud you. See, it's your job. It's your job to put your guy over. It's your job to make him seem larger than life. And I tip my hat. In fact, I tip my crown to you, my friend, about all the accolades that you know about me and you followed my career. And I really appreciate that. And what I really expected you to come back and try to crap all over me. And I'm very, 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 very impressed with how you handled yourself, which is why you've been successful, which is why you've had one of the most successful runs as a manager in the Southeast, and probably the entire East Coast, if I'm not mistaken. And I really do appreciate that. So I applaud you, and if I could clap and not drop my phone, I would absolutely do so. But this Saturday night, the Circle of Disrespect is going to go on to win the JYD Invitational Tag Team Tournament. And once I'm done there and I'm wrapped up there, the Grand Design Clyde Braddock and I are going to lock horns, and we are going to be the most talked about match, the most talked about feud in the Southeast. It's going to be violent, it's going to be hard hitting, and it's going to be something that the GCW fans, myself, and the Grand Design Clyde Braddock will remember for as long as we live. Before I forget, because I do have to get running here very shortly, everything else aside, we as wrestlers, we as professional athletes, we as performers like to give back every now and again. Because we're very fortunate to be able to do what we do at the level we do it at and for the length of time that we're able to do it for. We all, I'm sure Maddog, I'm sure Wicked Nemesis, we all do charity events from time to time, whether it's for cancer, whether it's for anti-bullying campaigns. One of my very good friends, in fact, he's as close as a brother. I mentioned him earlier, the Squire, Shooter Storm, is going to be doing an event in Messina, New York on April 23rd. It's called A Fight for the Mind. His mom, unfortunately, passed away very recently and had succumbed to Alzheimer's disease. She put up a valiant fight, as many people do with the disease of Alzheimer's. Unfortunately, there's no cure. But this event is going to be in honor of Shooter Storm's mom, and again, it is April 23rd in Messina, New York. You can donate at inyourfacewrestling.com. You can catch Shooter Storm under his name, Sean Balaban, on Facebook. Get all the information for the show. WWE superstar, former ECW original and legend, Tommy Dreamer will also be in attendance, as well as Misery the Barbarian, Shooter Storm himself, and a host of other Northeast stars for In Your Face Wrestling. So go ahead and check that out. Again, it's inyourfacewrestling.com. You can make donations there, as well as several other areas. You can do them directly to Sean Balaban as well. All the money and proceeds are going to be going to the Alzheimer's Shooter. I'm sorry, I was on a roll. Alzheimer's Foundation, the Alzheimer's Dementia Association, and so yeah, check it out. And try to donate. If you can't donate, at least share. We're all over Facebook, and I'm going to be sharing the flyer as well. You go to Show in a Box Facebook, and you can check it out there as well.
Do me a favor. Before we head to the bottom of the hour break, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Where all you got coming up, and how can people find you on social?
Oh, wow. Jesus, man. I knew this question was going to be coming. I should have been ready. Of course, this Saturday, I'll be at Global Championship Wrestling in Pell City, Alabama. On March 5th, I'll be at World Wrestling Network Presents ACW, Newport Richey, Florida, at the All-Star Arena. I've got March 12th, Rockwood, Tennessee. I'll be defending the AIWF America's Championship against one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton. And then, of course, we'll be back in Global Championship Wrestling the last Saturday in the month of March. And then, of course, March 27th, if I'm not mistaken, is Easter, and is also the Queen of the Southeast, Stormy Lee's birthday on March 27th. So we'll be celebrating and hanging and banging. So you can reach me at Francisco Ciatso on Facebook.com. You can reach me at Francisco Ciatso on Twitter and Instagram. And I think, quite possibly, I'm the only straight man that's on Pinterest. But you can reach me there as well, at Francisco Ciatso. I really do appreciate, and I tip my hat and my crown to everyone. Thank you for having me as always. It is a pleasure and an honor to be a part of Global Championship Wrestling. And we look forward to seeing everybody this Saturday night. And I hope Peanut is in attendance as well, because I want him to be there when we win that JYD Invitational Tag Team Tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Francisco Ciatso, the King of the Southeast. He will be in Pell City this Saturday night. Frankie, always a pleasure. Glad to have you on board, folks. Myself, Maddog, and Wick will be back in just a minute right here on GCW Radio. Howdy, friends. This is the Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Layne, with your invitation to join yours truly, along with Mark Mabo Bowman and the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, for Beyond Ringside Live. Wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk, and a whole lot more. Keep your eyes open on BeyondRingside.com for all of upcoming show information, and of course, catch us on social media as well. Until then, we'll see you this Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, for Beyond Ringside Live on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.
Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern here on BeyondRingside.com. Join us for the Midnight Black Mass. Myself, the Reverend Dan Wilson, brings you the dark gospel of professional wrestling, uncensored, unedited, uncut, and not for the faint of heart. You can find out more about us at youtube.com/pottyhumor or subscribe at Potty Humor on iTunes and Stitcher today.
The To Be Determined show live Wednesday nights, 9 Central Standard Time. Join myself, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock, and the Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Layne, as we take you to the edge of uncensored. Yes, we go uncensored, so make sure you have your earmuffs. Ask your parents, for those of you that are a little young, maybe under 18, but make sure if you have any heart conditions or any mental defects, please listen, because they may take effect right here live every Wednesday night, 9 Central Standard Time. Beyond Ringside Radio Network, BeyondRingside.com.
When planning your next party or special event, insist on the best. Full Range Entertainment is a professional entertainment company providing a full range of services. From professional disc jockeys and MCs to catering and photography, when the details of your special day must be perfect, call us first. Wedding receptions, corporate parties, school functions, birthday celebrations, and more. We also have Birmingham's largest selection of karaoke tracks available. With over 40 years combined experience, Full Range Entertainment can provide you with the talent and professionalism you need and deserve to make your next event one you'll never forget. For more information on the full range of services we offer, call 533-HITS. That's 533-HITS. Or check us out on our website at fullrangeentertainment.com.
The Maddog's House of Pain, the only nationally licensed pro wrestling school in the state of Alabama. Mad Dog Dan Sawyer, trained by the Junkyard Dog, will be your trainer. You want to be a professional wrestling superstar? Learn from GCW's own Mad Dog's House of Pain. With over 22 years experience, learn from the Mad Dog's House of Pain. 205-567-6482. Start your career today. Call 205-567-6482.
You got it. Welcome back into GCW Radio live on a Tuesday night, February the 23rd, 2016. Fast Eddie Layne over here. Mad Dog, welcome back.
I'm just glad that Frankie took a breath. He drinks those coffee and monsters. He tells it all day. He tells it every time he goes to the bathroom. He hits the weights and all that stuff. So, man, that guy is, it's 9:30 in Orlando, Florida, and 9:37, and he's still wide awake going. And he'll be up at the gym at 5, so there's a reason he's a champion everywhere he goes.
Welcome back in the Wicked Nemesis.
I just want to give a big shout out to everybody out there that's flooding make sure you go and get your ARC, because you're definitely going to need it in some locations around the Southeast, especially in our home state of Alabama. Thank you to Francisco for all the kind words. That man, I truly mean everything I say, but I think Leon's got a little payback.
Yeah. I don't think, Italian lives matter, or maybe something. I'm just wondering what's going through the king of Florida's mind, or the king of professional wrestling. But hey, the weather is bad today on Tuesday night, but guess what? This Saturday night, it's going to be like 68 degrees during the day, bright, sunny day. If it was going to be even more perfect, we would have to sing the Sesame Street theme. So it's going to be great weather, and it's going to be dry, and it's going to be the greatest professional wrestling that you can see. We're the best of the past, present, and future. And this is going down this Saturday night. We're coming off that Fatal 4-Way. We got a new GCW Heavyweight Champion, and his name is Spiral. But he's going to be being challenged by the Mystical Mudbone, the Voodoo Man. We saw him throw a fireball after the show, and Spiral said, "You're going to need all that fire you can if you think you're coming after this GCW Heavyweight Championship belt." So, what a match that's going to be. And, wow, I mean, the tournament is amazing. I know you have the line out there, Eddie, because the Bullet sent it to you.
Let's go ahead and go rapid fire. 9 big matches this coming Saturday night in Pell City, Alabama. Let's go ahead and do it. We've already had a chance to handicap one of the matches in the tag team tournament. The Brotherhood, they who would be calling themselves tag team champions already, taking on the combination of Jack Gunn and Big K. Kelvin Holmes. Matt, I'll go to you first.
These guys, last time they took on the Brotherhood, Kelvin lost a little something. And that was those dreadlocks or cornrows or whatever you call his hair. But, they took care of the guy. And they just keep reaching out and pounding him. And now, are my notes wrong, or there's 8 matches right there?
I have 9.
Saturday. Okay, was that 9th one the Joy Lightning match?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wick,
all right.
Wick, your thoughts? Brotherhood versus Gunn and Big K.
This is, it's not arguably the most established and the most decorated, and quite possibly the greatest worker to ever step through GCW, and that's saying something. And Joshua Hagen and O'Malley's ugly ass, the Sisterhood with Veronica.
And the boots. Don't forget those boots. Those ugly ass boots.
Oh my God, what are those, O'Malley? And Veronica doing her best Big Van Vader impression with the big V's against the most inexperienced team I think I've ever seen in this tournament. And I'm gonna say this, like, this team, if these guys, they are painted into a corner right off the bat. This tournament has had some of the greatest tag teams that have ever come through the Southeast. They should be honored to just be there. And in fact, I hope that Jack Gunn, I hope he actually lands a punch on Joshua Hagen, because Joshua Hagen's going to rip his arm off and stick it down his throat. And O'Malley's going to sit there and go, "Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?" O'Malley, shave whatever the hell you have on your face. Make sure you hit every training session with O'Hagen you can. And Big K, dude, I don't know what the hell you doing. You need to get some gear that accentuates your pear shape, and get ready for this ass cooking, because you two are about to get the crap beat out of you. I'm so sorry. Jack Gunn, my hat's off to you. Big K, get out while you can. I'm telling you. Look, I know a guy. He wants in on this. He wants in on it bad. And it's Leon. Leon will triple work this night to get a piece of these guys as well. Because he's going to take that taser to O'Malley's forehead. And whatever little, they need to form a clique. We need to talk to Bullet Bob. Leon, Big K and Jack Gunn, they all need each other. We're going to call them the Three Stooges, and it'll get over. It'll get over big time.
Don't be giving my partner away now. Don't be
guys,
guys.
Dan, you got your work cut out for you. These guys really got their work cut out for them. They got their house cut out for them.
Let's take a look at it. Hashtag trending now. Ace Haven and Charles Anders taking on the combination of the feature attraction. Donnie Primetime, the third DP3, and Britt Jackson. Wick, I'll go to you first on this one.
Yeah. It's Britt Jackson. How can I go against Britt Jackson? Britt Jackson is my favorite wrestler. I'm sorry to everybody out there. Britt Jackson is amazing. Britt Jackson's his mustache could wrestle, I think. I like feature attraction. Once it finally clicks with those two, there's going to be hell to pay. And then Charles Anders. Come on, man. You saw, well, never mind, you weren't even there. Saturday night, Peach State. Man, those guys always have great. Charles Anders not at 100%. If you see with the beautiful bald besties, they beat his ass. They took that rolling door and slammed it on his knee. Charles Anders not at 100%. Ace is going to have to carry the majority of this. Guys, this is going to be a great match, no matter what. This may be match of the night. I'm going to go ahead and call it.
Maddog, your thoughts?
Well, I like these teams, and I respect both these teams. I've worked with them in Piedmont. I've wrestled Donnie Primetime with his partner, Owen McCain. Hagen did. And, just after we did the show last week, Ace decided to do a full promo on Bull, talking about how they didn't care who we were and what we did, that they were going to make a name for themselves. So, here's the thing: you can't jump and do your little crossbody flippity flop when your leg's broke. And I've been known to put a man in a spinning toe hold before. I have been known to do that. I've been known to pop, twist, break, snap, and
fold, spindle, mutilate.
This young man has no clue what it's like to wrestle Maddog Dan Sawyer. And even if he thought he did, I've trimmed up since August. And I've been in the ring working out 3 times a week. And, I've kept myself busy, and it's going to be very interesting. And, they're good guys too. Well, they ran their mouth more than Francisco Ciatso.
That's saying a lot.
And he's touched me, and he knows what it's like to go against the Mad Dog. Ace and Charles, you boys are young. You're good, whatever. But I'm just going to say, if you think you're going to step into this tournament and just walk through and be entitled because you got a hashtag with your name, this is the big time wrestling, You can do whatever you want to at Peach State or whatever, but I saw the besties beat you. We're no besties, there's nothing metro about us. I'm just speaking for myself. The Bull's ready. He's just got some pent up aggression. It's like he's ready to go. And he's got his focus set on the brother. I said, we're gonna smash some more people before we get there. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna break more than a few eggs to make this omelet. It's gonna be supersized. It's gonna be good. So
a miss.
Good luck, boys. Good luck to getting to the main, to getting to us, or us getting to you. So you better hope that Brett and Donnie take you out before you have to get in the ring with Matt Justice.
3 big matches as part of the first round of the JYD Memorial Tag Team Tournament. In singles action this Saturday night in Pell City, Alabama. Remember, bell time 7:30, doors open at 7 o'clock. Tickets are only $10 each, 9 huge matches on this card. The P-Dog, Mike Posey, taking on the Dream Chaser, Dylan Cook. Dog, your thoughts?
Whoever thought that Mike Posey, one of the most limber, greatest wrestlers ever to come out of professional wrestling in the state of Alabama, would repackage himself as a rapper. And the guy's a pretty decent rapper.
He is.
I'm thinking, people's like, oh, he's trying to rip off Cena's gimmick. No, he's a better rapper than Cena was. And he's wearing the old school do-rag. And that's over with me. And he's definitely put on a little size. Would you say he's been working out a little bit with?
Definitely. 100%. Sibyllus.
He needs to get rid of, in the Get Along gang, or whatever they call them, he needs to get rid of Hassan Wicker. What does he call himself? What is his partner over in Pete's? Yeah, Marco Polo, coming to the ring with a noose around his neck, dressed up like a Black Panther. Not the coolest thing to do with what's going on in the world today. I'm just going to say, that's like showing up dressed up like David Duke, with one of his outfits on.
Now, I will say this, Dan. I've never taken a picture backstage with anybody my entire life. Jerry Lawler pulled me aside whenever you let me have the honor of having the locker room with him. I love Marco Polo. I'm a Marco Polo mark. I will tell you right now, when he pulled that out, I told him backstage, I said, you don't have a ball in the world if you do not come out to that. And he did, and he owned it. That man right there is, I like Marco. I like Hassan Wicker. Marco Polo is amazing. I'm sorry, he is. Well,
awesome. if we're shooting straight, he's a dumbass because he went to Music Midtown and handed out flyers for a show instead of coming to a GCW booking that he'd had for a month and a half. So his business is he can dress up like anything he wants to, but he is a Class A dumbass. He gave up a paying booking, which is more money than he's ever made at any other show, anywhere, anytime, and he went and handed out flyers.
Yep, and that's bad business, and that's exactly why his ass ain't booked at GCW.
Yeah, he can wear that because you know what? He wore a noose around his neck last week in the Peach State. He might as well have put it to a tree when it come to business sense. Don't be begging for bookings now, son. And not to top that off, he told a certain lady that was valeting him at a time that what we had was a small show. Yeah, exactly. Compared to what? Compared to what? Yeah, compared to what?
Also,
these guys are super targe.
Slated to go 1-on-1 this Saturday night in Pell City in probably one of the hardest hitting matches you will see. The Night Prowler taking on the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock. Mad Dog, you're first.
Prowler's on a win streak. He's in some of the best shape he's ever been in his life. GCW champion 4 times, multiple time GCW tag team champion. And he's taking on a man that was one move from being the current GCW heavyweight champion. Talking about the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock. And, oh, my God, Braddock is in the zone. If there's, it gets used all the time. If there is a thing as beast mode, this man is in it. He's ready. He's ripe. He's ready to be a champion. And I don't care if it's Prowler, Frankie, whoever. Nobody's going to stop him from getting his chance to be in the GCW heavyweight champion. And I think everybody that was at that show last month, even though certain people thought we have a small show, it was one of the hottest crowds and one of the biggest crowds in several years. And it's the first show of the year, and it's just the catalyst to what's to come. We regenerate every year. And people don't always know what that word means, but just think of a starfish that gets, its points cut off and it regenerates. Here's the thing about Global Championship Wrestling. It's been great, but it's becoming greater. And because of Clyde Braddock, because of Spiral, because of Wicked Nemesis, O'Hagan, there's AJ Steele. There's so many guys that are a part of this. Francisco Ciatso. I mean, the ladies division. It's not just one thing, You can go to cards and watch shows all around the place. Well, I can't wait to see that guy wrestle. No, from first match to last match, you will be entertained to your fullest wrestling, whatever you're looking for, you're going to get it that night. You never walk away from the show and say, whatever. We give you the best of wrestling's past, present, and future. All parties involved, starting from the announce table. What you say and do from there to this radio show to all the social media, you can't touch it. The newspapers do a certain amount, but we're the backbone of this company and we make it go. So, thank you.
No problem. Glad to be a part of it. Wick.
Even though it's a small show. That's like saying that pizza that you and Cindy and Mike had that day. That's a small pizza.
Oh, that was an itty get it, dude. Yeah, that was an itty get it pizza. That was a Smurf pizza. Yeah, that was small. Like my ass is small.
Compared to some, it is.
Pazzo, Hoover, 24-inch, worth the money. End of discussion. Wick, your thoughts real quick. Grand Design. Night Prowler
has solidified himself as this cornerstone through which it seems all young talent has to go through. It's like a rite of passage at GCW, to where Prowler just comes in and beats the crap out of you. And he's going to continue to beat the crap out of you, and if you decide that you forget a spot in the match, or if you decide that you're just going to start punching, he's going to punch you harder. Prowler is in the greatest shape in his career. I'm sorry, Night Prowler. You are the quintessential tag team. You and the Moneymakers. You and Dan, what you guys did for GCW, it will never, ever be touched. As well as the Moneymakers. I'm sorry, Teddy. But this is the Grand Design Clyde Braddock. This is a man that tasted greatness. Several times he was 1/16th away from being the GCW champion. The GCW World Heavyweight Championship was right there in his grasp. Spiral was the better man that evening. Prowler, you better contact Matt Maddog, Frank Castle, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Danny Rand, all of the defenders, because you're going to need every one of them. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a final solution to this grand design of professional wrestling, and it is Clyde Braddock. Prowler, don't be a maybe, be a definite, because this is definitely going to be one of your hardest matches of your entire career, and you've had a lot of them. This isn't Dylan Cook. No offense, Dylan. You have no charisma. This isn't Jack Gunn. This isn't Big K. This is the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock. Mr. Braddock, if you're nasty.
Going 3 minutes before the top of the hour on this
of the Rhythm Nation.
completely different album.
We got to slide the real deal AJ Steele. And,
I was on the way to that one.
Yeah, the rock star Tommy Gage. I know we're getting close, and the lightning's getting closer. I know, and you got Back to Basics following. So
in just a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, but AJ, he's still hot for not winning that belt. He wanted to be the GCW champion. and him and Mudbone brawled and fought, and just it was crazy. And he went to fighting right off the bat and kicked Bone in the bone.
Mm-hmm.
He said it was the upper thigh, but sir, just like they said back in the old presidential race, you're no John F. Kennedy. That was not the upper thigh. That was Jules.
That was
San
the
Monique
Thugs
Jules.
Harmony. Yeah, that was the Thugs in Harmony on Bone. That's what that was. He came
Meet me at the crossroads. Oh, geez. I tell you, man, that was a match. The fatal four-way. That was great, and I got to call up with Eddie, and I got so caught up, I just couldn't. I got so lost in the match that I think I stepped all over Eddie on commentary. I almost thought I was doing it by myself. So I had to apologize for that, and I'll do it on the air. I'm totally sorry, but I was lost in that match.
For good reason.
I was lost. It was like Debbie Gibson, Lost in Your Eyes, you know?
Oh!
There you go, Wick. How about that?
Yeah,
wow.
that's a good one.
Top that.
That's deep. That came from the heart.
Hey, I will tell you guys right now, I let off my promo Saturday night by calling the Beautiful Bob Besties a couple of angels of the morning. Yes.
Oh, Juice Newton.
Yes.
And then followed it up by saying, I know the Joker's the only fool that'll do anything for you, but I don't see any Jokers around here. Boom. I should have dropped the mic and walked off and just walked straight to the back, got paid, got in my car, and went home.
I've got to come back to the Fatal 4-Way from last month because, folks, for those of you that have not seen it yet, what? No. There is no reason. And I will sit back and say this. If you think it looks good on YouTube, which it does, our production team does one hell of a job trying to be at the right place at the right time. But I will tell you this, point blank, you should have been there live.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think it looks good on a 19-inch screen, a 24-inch screen, I've been playing it on a 28, a 32, and a 48-inch screen here at Studio One, alongside of the new 28-inch screen that I got last week. It was that much better in person. That is why I've said it. And if you think if you think I say it as a promo, you're screwed in the head. Look, I am the maestro of hype and hyperbole. True. I am the oracle of shameless promotion. Been calling myself that for many decades. He's the oracle of ominous. I'm the oracle of shameless promotion, especially shameless promotion. When I say you need to be there in person to see what transpires and and how things unfold, that's not just to get you to pay $10 at the door, grab some popcorn, and grab an 18-inch seat. That's because I personally believe strongly enough in the product to where even if I wasn't working with the company, I would still pay my money to go. Because I've seen it in person. I've watched some of the best get in that ring and do what they do best and light it up. I've seen and felt moments that will blow the roof of the Pell City Civic Center, that make the walls come crumbling down and make the floor go, damn, we ain't got nothing on that. Because even the floor's not strong enough. It doesn't matter if it's a parquet, the basketball court, or concrete underneath.
And we saw the walls fall down literally with Orion Bishop wrestling hybrid and Mudbone down.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I will say this. Y'all are lucky because if it was up to me, that match wouldn't even be up on YouTube. It'd be getting sold on DVD.
Yeah.
By itself. That match right there, y'all are lucky. Because if I was working the front office, y'all would not see that unless you paid for it. And I dare any group, faction, any stable, whatever y'all want to call yourselves out there, I dare y'all to come to GCW and take on the Merchants of Death. I dare you to come and step up to AJ Steele, to step up to Spiral, to step up to Clyde Braddock. I double dog dare you. You ain't got enough hair on your nuts. If you don't contact somebody in the front office, that's PG. That is PG. That is on Phineas and Ferb. So I will get away with saying that, damn it.
That's right. And you're not talking walnuts and almonds, you know.
But as sure as the lightning is outside, Eddie, I want to tell you this.
Remy's trying to get me killed.
I want to tell you this. this faction, this movement, this group, this way of life of the Merchants of Death, step up. Want some, get some, bad enough, take some. Tommy Gage, wrong place, wrong time. Prowler, wrong place, wrong time. Mudbone, you should have stayed home. You should have stayed in whatever cave and messed around with whatever bones you got, hung out with Black Adam, whatever. Because I'm telling you guys, we got one individual that is a new champion that is out to prove why he is champion, and two very mad friends of his. Oh my God. If you miss GCW this Saturday, you need to slap yourself.
I've got to say this real quick over in the chat room. First off, Remy, thank you for hanging out. Hot Ice, thank you for hanging out. I want to go ahead and say this. Remy did put it out there. Prowler versus Braddock will probably be greater than Superman v. Batman. I will stand to that. I will stand with that statement. But the other one, and Dog, I'm really hesitant to say this on air, even though I know Wick will jump on it faster than you. Remy has said, P-Dog versus one-man crew in a wrap-off. Make it happen. I'm now muting microphones.
We just hope we don't have smell-o-vision if that ever does come to play, because a scratch and sniff match with the crew. Now, the crew now, see, he's on Facebook. He says he's retiring. He's having back surgery.
Thank God.
I don't know if that's true, since he got his mail-order bride that he keeps showing off over there. There's like 60. But, too soon.
Snap.
Dude, that guy should have retired a long time ago. He could
have went to the Pine Tree Spa and got one much cheaper.
Wow.
Okay, do me a favor. Let me go ahead and run this start to finish all the way top to bottom on the card this coming Saturday night, folks. There are a couple of matches that we have not mentioned, and I'll tell you this, we're going to cover everything a little bit more in depth tomorrow night on the To Be Determined show, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. And you know something, the thing that would make this week that much more complete is if the wrestling prophet Tub E Thunder could actually call in. Wick, make the call and see, or Morse code, or send up smoke signals. I'll read those and make sure you spell it right. And see if Thunder can actually make it on the show tomorrow night, because that would absolutely be priceless. In the JYD...
You would think thunder with all the thunder going on around us. That's what made you think of it, wasn't it?
No, I just know that the Reverend Thunder normally has a penchant for coming on to TBD the week of a GCW show in particular, because he's always got some great insight, great predictions, not to mention some great stories to tell. Folks, if you've never heard the wrestling prophet, the Reverend Tub E Thunder, you are missing probably one of the best personalities out there, and he is a TBD exclusive, and I know Wick smiles like a Cheshire cat every time he calls in. But let's run this. In the JYD Memorial Tag Team Tournament, the Brotherhood taking on Jack Gunn and Big K Holmes. Tag team action in the tournament, the Circle of Disrespect, Simon Says, and Francisco Ciatso taking on the combination of Mad Justice, Leon the Bull Stresser, and Mad Dog Dan Sawyer. Hashtag trending now in the JYD Memorial. Ace Haven and Charles Anders taking on the feature attraction DP3, Donnie Primetime III, and Britt Jackson in singles action. P-Dog Mike Posey taking on Dylan Cook, the Dream Chaser. One-on-one action. The Grand Design Clyde Braddock taking on the Night Prowler. One-on-one inside the squared circle, so to speak. The Real Deal, AJ Steele taking on the Rockstar, Tommy Gage. GCW Women's Championship will be on the line. Calm like a bomb Pandora, the Black Rainbow defends against the voluptuous, vivacious, the vicious, and always soon to be victorious Veronica Fairchild. Just added, Joey Lightning makes a return to Global Championship Wrestling and will be taking on the Kryptonite Killer, Michael Steele. And one-on-one for the GCW Heavyweight Championship, the brand new champion, the Bosnian War Child, the Bosnian Badass, Spiral, defends against the Mystic from San Monique, Mudbone. Gentlemen, I'll toss to last call. Mad Dog, last call for you, sir.
Oh, man, I can't wait till Saturday. Looking forward to seeing all the GCW fans. Looking forward to getting back in the ring. And thank you so much for everyone who's been supportive of this for 16 years. I guarantee you the Junkyard Dog Tag Team Tournament will not be a disappointment. It is going to be amazing. You need to be there. Doors open at 7. Tickets are only $10, 7:30 bell time. GCWPro.com for upcoming events. And we'll see you this Saturday night for the Junkyard Dog 2016 Invitational Tag Team Tournament.
And one thing he did not mention that I'll pick it up for, while they are still available, while they last, you can still reserve some ringside seating by sending an email to...
Just call the number. It's easier because people have been complaining their emails are not going through, but when it doesn't come through on my end, it doesn't exist. So 205-567-6482. That is the number to call the office. Leave your name and number, and they'll get back to you as soon as they can. And, GCW Media at yahoo.com is the way, but some folks came from Florida, and their email didn't come through last time. We still were able to take care of them, get them ringside seats. But, think about it. This is not just people from Pell City that come to the show.
Right.
People from all over the state of Alabama. They come from Tennessee. They come from West Georgia, and now coming from Florida. So this is not just a small show. Opinions vary. Like Patrick Swayze said in Roadhouse, opinions vary. I thought you'd be bigger. I guarantee you when you walk in and see that crowd Saturday night in Pell City, Alabama, February 23rd, 2016, you will not say I thought it would be bigger, because every seat is filled, the bleachers are filled, and it's going to be the loudest, intense crowd that you've ever seen in your life in professional wrestling on the independent level. No need to put a crowd soundbite in. The crowd is legit. Make your signs. Be there. See it in person, the best of wrestling's past, present, and future. This Saturday night, Pell City, Alabama, Pell City Civic Center, Global Championship Wrestling.
Wicked Nemesis, last call.
Well, I do want to say one thing really quickly, sir. When it comes time for wrestling, one of the preeminent places to be is GCW. One of the best places to be in all of wrestling is GCW. So this is directed to everyone on the card. I'm going to be right there with a stopwatch. There are 9 matches. I'm going to be timing your matches. You stay to your guns. Get the hell out. Get off my stage. Get home so we can get home. There are 9 matches. And you charging $10. Somebody should be punched for that. Eddie, I'm going to punch you in the stomach for that.
I didn't do it. Blame
9 matches.
Blame Bullet.
9 matches. I've been to places they can't even get 3 full matches going. People have to wrestle 2 and 3 times. We got 9 matches. I'm telling everybody right now. If you don't hit your times, I'm gonna send Braddock out. We're gonna hit the ring on your ass.
You know what you do? You can send AJ out there. You can send AJ out there to do the upper thigh kick.
The old Bill Barron's bit.
That's right. Yes. He's a tank. He's a juggernaut. I'm kicking you. Right in the Jimmy.
Tell him to stick to your times. I'm coming for you, Wigga.
Oh, man. Okay.
Thank you, Booker. Thank you, Booker.
There you go. He said W. He said W.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can only get away with saying engine and spick. That's because I got Beaner Native
That's right. Got a little bit in you.
That means I can get away with saying about 9 different ones, including WAP, right? Because I am Italian. Leave me alone. Let's run this one down. GC.
9 matches.
Shut up.
Hey, what would Hitler say? 9.
9. Let's run it down real quick, folks. GCWPro.com is the home for all things Global Championship Wrestling. Facebook.com/GCW Pro and GCW Pro Wrestling. MySpace.com/GCW Pro Wrestling. At GCW Pro Wrestling on Instagram and Twitter. We're on LinkedIn and Google Plus as well. Looking to update LinkedIn as soon as situations permit. Once again, Saturday night, bell time 7 o'clock. Bell time 7:30. Doors open at 7 o'clock. See what happens when I try to go lightning round. It doesn't always work. Tickets are only $10 each. And remember, you just heard the man say it. While they last, you can still attempt to reserve ringside seating by calling 205-567-6482 to the GCW front office. They will be more than happy to help you every way possible. Folks, thank you for tuning in this evening. Please, we're looking forward to seeing everybody this coming Saturday night in Pell City. The Facebook event page is there. We got brand new graphics going to be going up in the next 24 hours. Please, they're going to be profile sized. I ask you, share the event page, share the different graphics, the posters that are coming out. The front office, we're all trying to work very hard to try to increase the awareness about the event. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, of course, if you're not a wrestling fan and you're listening, kudos to you, major props. But please, share the posters, because whereas you might not be able to make it, you may have family and friends. It's like, ooh, Pell City, Saturday night, I can be there. And it's appreciated.
It's really not that far. That's the thing. When I first started doing shows there 12 years ago at that building, people thought that was such a long way away. We're talking 40 minutes outside of Birmingham. If you hit the 31 or whatever down there, it's coming out of like off of 280, you can do 119. Excuse me. It'll bring you straight there.
Almost.
Yeah. I mean, dude, just get on the interstate and make the drive. Make the drive. If people are coming from West Georgia, and you know what I love is there's a guy that made the Peach Day show when they ran on the same day as us. He stayed for the first match and then came and make both shows. And his dedication, man. That is dedication.
That man right there sat down one day with Angie at UIW and was like, "I like you guys," and we're like, "Okay." And then he had never heard of GCW. He saw Clyde Braddock and Spiral in a battle royal and saw me with them, and he has been coming every time.
Scott Engelbert is his name. Scott
Engelbert. Yes, sir. That's him.
And I'll go you one better.
I couldn't take his name, and it came to me. So
I was mentioning Global Championship Wrestling at the Ring of Honor show a few weeks back in Duluth, Georgia. So that's how adamant I am about trying to get the word out.
It's bad when we outdraw them and they have a national TV contract.
There you go.
Just saying, seriously.
They don't have
Wicked Nemesis. We don't have to give any tickets away to get people in there.
They don't let me run their social media.
Do what now?
They don't let me run their social media.
Yeah, well.
And I'm not hosting Ring of Honor Radio.
Yeah, well.
No, just NWA Radio.
No, we haven't done that for a while either. By the way, how is Ohio doing? You're closer to it than I am nowadays. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, ladies and gentlemen, Global Championship Wrestling's GCW Radio is a monitor for production in association with Maddog Media, and I'm trying to figure out a new one that I can use for Bohemian Grove Broadcasting Incorporated, and I think I'm just going to run with that just because I can. Thank you for tuning in tonight.
Idea, NWA.
Beyond Ringside, Back to Basics kicks off in just a couple of seconds for the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis.
Quit stealing all of Eddie's ideas, NWA.
And WWE. Quit stealing all of our ideas, WWE.
Improved NWA, though. There's a timestamp on that.
That, too. NWARingside.com. Gee, what a surprise. Oh, that's right. That's right. WWE has Beyond the Ring. Nice proliferation there, boys and girls. For the one and only Maddog Dan Sawyer.
I'm about to pull a Pecos Bill and I'll show a tornado. Hey, see everybody this Saturday. Thank you, guys. I enjoyed it. Be safe during this bad weather. Thank God it's going to be sunny this Saturday for Global Championship Wrestling at Pell City Civic Center, February 27, 2016. Thank you very much. We'll see you this weekend, guys. Be safe. Have a good week.
I am the Magic City Motor Mount Fast Eddie Layne saying until next time, thank you for joining us. We greatly appreciate it, and we genuinely look forward to seeing everybody this Saturday night in Pell City. Join us right here next time as we all go ringside and beyond. Yeah, steal that one, you ding-dongs. With Global Championship Wrestling. Bye for now.